Hello and welcome to County Connections. I'm Judge Houston Wells. Halloween is just around the corner. Trick-or-treat in Franklin County will be held on October 31st from 6 to 8 p.m. It's our goal to have everyone enjoy this fun-filled holiday in a safe way. Let's go inside and talk with Captain Shaka Bridges, who is head of court security here at our courthouse. With us today is Captain Shaka Bridges, head of court security at the Franklin County Courthouse. Captain Bridges, Halloween is coming on Tuesday,
yes,
Tuesday night. So you've got a lot of tips and things that people need to know about trick-or-treating.
Yes,
Would
sir,
you go
we
over
do.
that with us? And thank you for being here today.
Well, thank you, sir. It's my pleasure. Judge Wells, thank you. And as well, I'd like to say hello to our citizens out there. We want everybody to be safe. But as we get into that, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce one of the most valuable members of my team, Barbara Stacy. She's a retired veteran of the United States Navy of over 20 years and also the 2016 CSO of the year here. She works very hard. Ms. Stacy is going to go over some tips, and later on we're going to show you how we scan candy for the children so that we make sure everybody's safe. So Barbara, if you don't mind, will you tell them what we do here, please?
Be happy to. All right, I'd like to hit on a few safety points for our children out there at Halloween. One of the things that we want to hit on is make sure that there's always someone escorting the children around. Be 12 years and above can escort a child through their neighborhood. Make sure you're familiar with the neighborhood and know the places that you're taking your children. If they're dark spots, we need to make sure that the children are well lighted. Carrying a flashlight or the glow sticks that you can pick up at any of the general stores anywhere in town. Anything that should happen, if a child goes to a house and is scared, feels like that person tried to maybe grab them by the arm or something, tell them to come back and tell that person, be it their mother, their escort, whoever's with them. We are going to have many, many officers out there on the street this Halloween. You've got our city officials that are out there, our state police are out there, and of course our Franklin County sheriffs are out there. And they're going to be handing out candy too. We want them to be familiar with the officers and not afraid to approach them should they need it. We want to make sure that basically that you know where your kids are. We have a website. It's kpor.kentucky.us that they can go to for sexual offenders so that you know where they are in your neighborhood. And at the end of their trick-or-treating, bring them to the courthouse. We're going to do their candy, x-ray it, and make sure that everything is fine. There's no metal objects within their candy. Thank you.
Deputy Stacy, we're here at the magnetometer, and you're going to show us how you x-ray candy, and I believe you have something that we need to see here. It's all about the safety of candy and safety for our kids. Show us how you do this.
Yes, sir, Judge. What we're going to do, we've got a little bag of candy here, and this is how we're going to do it every evening when the kids come in. We dump their candy into the box, and we run it through the x-ray machine. We have found small knives in the candy. A lot of people don't understand that, you know, you put these little plastic bags together and it's got all their candy in it. It's great, but not every child that you give candy to is 11, 12 years old. So small child should not have any type of knife, which we have found in our candy. Now, after we ran this through the magnetometer, we have a machine up here that shows us exactly what is in that. As you can see here, we have two items that are highlighted heavily in blue. That means that they're metal. And in this candy that I just dumped in, we have a pocket knife and we have a screwdriver. A lot of times when we're running the candy, we may get a little light blue, and that's where people give the children pencils. A lot of people like to give number 2 pencils to the kids for school, and that's great. Those we just hand back to the children. But anything that we find like this that we figure is going to be a danger to the children, we're going to take from them. It'll also, if it's packaged candy, make sure that your seals are on the candy and the children don't eat candy while they're out there on the street without mom and dad checking it. If something should have a needle or something in it, that's going to show up in this x-ray machine, and we'll be able to pull that piece of candy out. We're here to help your children, to keep them safe on Halloween, and be sure and bring them by the courthouse. It doesn't take us but just a minute to run it through, and you know when you kids go home, there's no metal in their candy.
We want to say thank you to Captain Bridges and to Deputy Stacy for helping us today. We appreciate you and your deputies for providing this service to our community. Also, I want to thank our viewers for joining us on today's program. As always, we ask that you like and share this post so that as many people as possible can join in our conversation. Thank you so much. I look forward to hearing from you again.